Hi, so thank you very much for watching us. I'm here today with Jo, who is a member of our accounts team and also one of our cloud conversion specialists. And Jo's going to share with us her thoughts and experiences of Sage accounting software. So first of all, Jo, thank you for joining us. Can you firstly tell me a little bit more about yourself, what you do within Jackson Stephen, how long you've been with us, what your day-to-day entails?
Yeah, so I joined Jackson Stephen after I'd finished my A-levels at sixth form. I started in September 2016, so I've been here 4.5 years now. I did my AAT in the first couple of years after leaving college, and then now I'm doing my ACCA. I'm like halfway through. Day to day, I do mainly year ends, management accounts, and then I guess we follow through with the CT returns and the self-assessment tax returns of like the directors or their children or whatever. I am a lot more management account based now and like bigger year ends like FRS 102 Section 1A accounts. But yeah, it's going good.
Yeah, good. Good. So you've been involved in quite a few discussions recently with Sage about their cloud accounting offering, Sage Business Cloud. What's interested you about that?
So I guess the idea that having all your information there in one place and it all being up to date, if the client like does have a bookkeeper or a financial director who can manage everything and keep everything up to date, they can have all of that information there. And then if they were to come over and ask us a question, non-year end related, so if it was year end related, we'd have the Sage backup or whatever. But because it's on the cloud, we could just log in and everything would be there, and it's just a lot more straightforward and we can give advice on the go almost. And sometimes Sage backups are too big to send through email, so it's coming over those hurdles and it just having it all there, and then the directors and stuff will be able to access it from home if they wanted a quick little report in the evening or whatever. Yeah, it just makes life a lot easier and quicker, I guess.
Yeah, so you've mentioned a few comparisons there to Sage Desktop, which would be Sage 50, in terms of the quick and easy access, not only for us, but also for clients as well. Are there any other features that Sage Business Cloud has that you feel are beneficial to businesses?
I guess so. On the desktop version, you could do bank feeds and stuff like that anyway. But it's not the most user friendly compared to the online version. Having the online version of it, the bank feeds are free, so you've no chance of your bank not reconciling. And then there's obviously all like the invoicer automation side of it, whether it's sales or purchase invoices. You can do that on the desktop, but you can do it on the cloud as well. And then one of the best add-ons, I guess, with Sage is the Sage Intelligence side of it.
Yeah, can you tell me a little bit more about Sage Intelligence?
So Sage Intelligence, like with Zero, we mainly use through Trillia's like the detailed management reports and forecasts and stuff. But with Sage, it actually comes included in all of the package. And there's like basic reports, like management reports, but you can also build further reports if you want. And then you could have like your set of management accounts, say it's like 10 pages long with different, like your debtors days calculation and all of that. And you could end up PDFing it and sending it out to the directors every month if you're an internal accountant. Or if it's from our end, we could build the reports on there to create our own set of managements, and it would look very professional and organized compared to some things that we're doing on Excel still. Which is professional, but we could have like our logo incorporated and things like that.
Yeah, so you can really actually build a report that pulls out the key information that suits the client or that the client wants to see, I suppose, in one quick and easy dashboard that's quick and easy then for them to access.
Yeah, definitely. I guess touching on the dashboard point, then the client does have real time, like on Sage Desktop, you don't have like, you have £300,000 of overdue sales invoices. Whereas when we've got stuff on the cloud, they could just log in on the app or on Google and you can just check little easy things like that without having to really dig into it and run
Yeah.
reports. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, cool. So that comes within the package for Sage Business Cloud.
It does. Yeah.
It
Yeah.
does.
Yeah.
Ah, that's good. Good value, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's definitely one perk, I guess.
Yeah.
Cost-wise, the cloud is actually a lot cheaper than the desktop version,
Yeah.
which is definitely attractive to most clients.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. So how easy is it then for people to move from Sage 50 onto Sage Business Cloud?
Yeah, so there is actually a migration tool which is very straightforward. You just basically export all of your data
Mm-hmm.
on Sage 50 desktop. So having all of your client, or well, the client would have all of their customer like credit limits, all of their addresses, email, phone number, all the access,
Yeah.
the detailed information like that. And it literally all exports. I think it's about a 5 or 6 hour process, so it just runs overnight depending on how much information you've got. But then from there you just upload that straight to the cloud pretty seamlessly. One thing as well is, say on your Sage 50 desktop it's a really large file and you've got like 15 years worth of transactions, you can actually
Mm-hmm.
take over maybe 5 or 6 years, or even 2 or 3 if you felt comfortable doing that.
Mm.
Um, just to save clogging up the system with any historical erroneous information, I guess.
Yeah, and how easy do you think it would be for clients to adapt to using Sage Business Cloud in comparison to Sage 50?
So the Sage 50 Business Cloud is actually quite a similar, just a more modern looking layout.
Mm-hmm.
There is an option in the settings where at the moment all of the like tabs are along the top, but you can actually flip it so they're all along the side, like with the desktop version. So if clients didn't feel too comfortable with the layout, they
Mm-hmm.
can flip that over, and you can actually change the wording of stuff. So where it might say creditors and debtors, you can just call it purchases and sales.
Right.
So there's options for more user friendly sides of it.
Yeah.
And going forward, the investment of Sage is going into the business cloud. So it's only going to get better really from
Yeah. Yeah. No, absolutely. No, it sounds good. Sounds good. Well, thank you very much for that. That was very interesting. I have just one final question, which is, what would you say is your favourite software and your favourite app?
So obviously you can tell from this call that my favorite software is Sage. It's just because quite a lot of our clients are on that. So since when I started Jackson Stephen after leaving college, that's the predominant one I've dealt with. And now taking clients over to the cloud is obviously the best thing. And I would say, I know I've already mentioned Sage Intelligence, but that's probably the best like bolt on, even though it's free. It's not an extra cost because you can just, the world is your oyster, you know,
Yeah.
and the client will be able to, instead of investing his time in running reports and making life complicated, he can just drill it back into the business and
Yeah.
win more sales or whatever.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. Well, thank you very much for that. Thank you for joining us. I will let you go away and get on with your day.
Thank
Yeah, thank you, and I shall see you later.
you.